Let me introduce you guys to something. This is a packet of beneficial microbes. I just took it out of my refrigerator I keep in the garage. Now this, if you look at it, it says fleas, grubs, fungus, gnats, and others. Now this will control a lot of the insects in your lawn. Beneficial microbes is what's inside the compost. Now one of these things, it says grubs. Now let me let you know, when you see these grubs, everybody hate grubs. Everybody don't want grubs because grubs eat your roots, and then of course, you know, it kills the grass. But it's really not that. That's not the issue. Is not grubs. Grubs are actually beneficial to your lawn. They add a ton of nutrients back into the lawn, and they aerate the soil. And as far as eating the roots of your grass, they get pretty deep and they eat the roots of the grass. But the root of grass, they shed. Grass sheds their roots all the time. Just like trees, when they shed their leaves and the leaves come back, well, roots are shed by the grass, which in turn also aerates the yard, and it goes back into the soil as nutrients. And the grubs, of course, eat the roots. And the issue is becoming that there are nematodes, beneficial nematodes, that actually control the grubs. And these grubs are kept in check by these nematodes, which are in your compost that you would be putting out. But when you put synthetic fertilizers on them, they hate the salt inside the synthetic fertilizers. So they either kill or run away. You kill them and run away. And now your grub problems become infestation. Your grubs become an infestation. It's the infestation of grubs that's the problem, not the grubs themselves. Because you don't have a natural defense, which is beneficial nematodes, that's inside compost, or the regular lawn that doesn't have the synthetics on it. You're missing that when you're putting the synthetic fertilizers, so your grub problem comes up. And of course, it does take care of different things like gnats and fleas, things like that. There are plenty of studies that show that the microbial activity of lawns with synthetic fertilizer is increased. And some said decrease, some said increase, and I'm going to go with the increase. It does increase. However, they're not talking about the types of microbes that's increased. What is increased is the types that you don't want. You know, when you think of the soil as when you go to the wild and you see the prey, you know, lions and alligators, crocs, or any prey that's preying on other animals and all that other stuff, and they're eating them. Think of that as going on inside your soil. That's in a microscopic where you can't see it. There's prey out there eating other organisms, and these other organisms and bacteria can cause like a fungus. But when you take the prey away, we take the natural predators away out of the soil, which is what you're doing when you put synthetic fertilizers down. When you take that away, they get to flourish. This is where all the fungus issues comes in. Your fungus is, a lot of your issues is coming from using synthetic fertilizer or too much synthetic fertilizers, running off the organisms that fight a fungus also. So now you got to use a fungicide. You got to use an insecticide to deal with it, and you need a fungicide to deal with it. So the list goes on and on and on. All the issues that synthetic fertilizer cause, there's plenty of products out there that you can buy that will help the issue or alleviate the issue. But some of that, a lot of the majority of it can be something that you don't have to worry about just by using organics, just by putting compost out instead of synthetic fertilizers. Anyway, let me put this back up. I'm not ready to put this out. I want to put this out this weekend. Yes, I got a Harley Davidson because I got a Harley Davidson.